I want to share that with everybody. I want to share part of my heart to others and to be able to express that, right? So, again, I want to say welcome to the Love Storm Show. I'm your host, Neva, for the Love Storm Show, and today I'm the host of the Love Storm Show, and today I want to share and express and want others to tap in if they can what you believe meaning the true meaning of love for you, because I know that a lot of people have different meanings, right? Some people believe that the meaning of love is just what it says. Some people believe the word love is so overused. Welcome everybody. Welcome Facebook. Welcome YouTube. Um, you can follow me if you've not yet on the YouTube channel under the Love Storm Show. Okay, like, subscribe, and share. There's so much videos I have there for you to engage in. You can leave comments if you would like to be a guest on. If you like to tag in with me, express some things, and hey, if you got questions or comments, hit my DM. Okay. So man, there's a wide variety of meaning of love. Okay, sometimes we are triggered by the love because some of us have been trampled over, right? I don't want you to allow that to hold you down. Okay, love is the most beautiful thing that you create. Don't let somebody take that from you. You understand? Make sure that you are standing firm in who you are and what you say you are. Don't let somebody else take you off your square, because a lot of times people can see where you're destined to, okay? And you want to block all that negativity. Let me express this here. I have had me some experiences on love. You know, I've had a couple experiences that I thought I was in love, that I let her learn when I did really get to love. That I was like, oh my goodness, I thought I was in love. Love is when somebody is patient with you, that they don't have this uproar, that they don't have to argue and manipulate anything that is transpiring. Okay? Be certain and be sure that what's put out, pay attention. Pay attention to clue words, cue words. What would that look like? The biggest one for me is when someone says they're confused. How could you be confused about the love that you say you're destined to be, or this is the right person? Better yet, you've already been in a relationship 6, 7 months, maybe even a year, and suddenly you're confused. No, what happened was people cannot continue to put on a facade, right? They can't continue to cover up their infidelities, their lustfulness. Well, I want to say today is February 14, 2026, and doggone it, everybody that's out there expressing the love that they say they have for someone, be true to it. Be true to it. Life is too short to be playing with people's heart. It's very dangerous. Okay? And whatever you put out there is going to come back. So if you want truth, faithfulness, understanding, compassion, you must be it. Well, what does that look like? Well, it doesn't always come around that way, right? So you would need to revise, reevaluate, and renew your heart. Okay? Take your stand. Take your stand. Set those boundaries. A lot of people can't handle boundaries. So that would be your number one strong point. Setting the boundaries, because that would pull off anything that is not for you, because people don't like boundaries. People think boundaries is to keep them from growing close to you when it's for the person, Example, myself or individual. Want to teach me to stay true to my words and who I am. Hello. And it makes you feel uh, feel in charge. You feel in place. You feel where you need to be, you know. And what needs to take place and happen is you have to knock off all the mess, all the nonsense, okay? And you see things. You see the love that you desire. Don't be afraid if it's not right. Don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid that you feel like you're hurting someone's feeling. Because let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, within the first few months, a person knows if they're certainly for you. So the meaning of love for me, honesty. Honesty is so important. If you're not going to be honest, listen, if you're not going to be honest, be certain, understand that everything is going to shift. It's going to be a bumpy ride. So when it gets to that place, don't be upset. Be upset at yourself if you won't be truthful, because that's the only way. That's the only way that things will be, they're going to go according to plan. Hold on. Yeah. So, please don't come in the live on the show being rude. I would definitely respect you if I was in your space. Um, I'm here to explain to people today there are different meanings of love, because some people get so stuck on one word, love, because they've been, people misuse it. And I want people to understand you have control of that. Whatever you display, whatever you put out, that's what comes back. Okay. Um, and I can say that loosely because my experience been I've always generated, expressed, and showed love, but it didn't always come back that way. And that's because some people think very small. And they think that because a person show love to you, that you're gullible and you're naive. That is not so. Trust me. People would dig themselves a hole and they would fall in it. So all I want to express is to be sincere, to be true. And for those that are having a hard time, they're having lustful situations, pray about that, because you should not be going place to place. Let me attack that onto, especially that you're married. And if you're in the single life, um, you know, be careful on expressing too much too fast. You feel me? Because a lot of times people get caught up. They get caught up, and when they feel that they have reeled you in, they put on this facade. How could you live like that? How could you be at peace when you know you're stringing people along? That's not cool. All right. So love can look like one coming together, walking together, sharing meals together, sharing stories, sharing um, past heartache and pain to help them understand who that person is in your life presently. Also, to be open and honest of your decisions and choices, because we as individuals, we sit down and we make plans with our lives, and so we forget to include the other party. And you have to understand that some things may have to be redirect, and it's very, very helpful and very beautiful when you come together as a couple, and sit down and analyze the things that you are seeking to be beneficial to the relationship, to help the relationship grow. Um, what sometimes people get so comfortable because they know that you have a strong point. And the thing is, people, if you're watching someone in your relationship and they have a strong point and they're pressing and pushing, take notes and jump in, because you don't want to sit back too long, because you'll lose your space. Because what happens is that individual gets so overwhelmed to the point where they need to move around. Like, nobody wants to be on pins and needles, right? Okay, so be honest with yourself. People always say, well, it's a certain time and place to share things. Well, if you have gotten into a committed relationship, a marriage that be, and you have not been open and honest to express them things, or those things, how can you expect the relationship to grow? Granted, apparently you must be limited, because some people would do that purposely because they know, hey, I'm just going to use that person as a holding place until they get to who it is they really want to desire. Because sometimes I have a what is it? I have a saying. I don't know. I didn't bring it with me, but sometimes people have things they want to hold on to it because it feels good at that moment, and they feel like this is what I want. Then they get greedy, right? They begin to get greedy because they're like, well, if I could get this person, and things going this way, I imagine what more I can get. Now, you do those type of things in the work field. Once you progress something, you have it down. You seem to want to venture in advance, right? You don't do that in a committed relationship to uh, to say, hey, I'm moving past this, I'm going on to somebody else, because nobody is a box of cereal or a snack here, where you have that temporary fulfillment. Because what happens, all I want people to know is to understand what you put out is going to come back. You got to find yourself in a very, very happy space, okay? And what you've done to the last person can come back and tear down what you currently have. How? If you do not repent, if you do not apologize, if you do not express your sincerity, okay? I just want everybody that's out there today that is loving on each other, make sure that it's true. If it's not and you don't think it's going to go anywhere, be honest. I know sometimes people can't take a letdown, but at least you have it off your heart. See, when you release the truth, it'll set you free. It really will. Even if it hurts for a little while, at least you know you don't have to have that sitting in the mind, in the back of your mind, wondering and pondering over what if, or what did, or what could have been. Make your choices, make them sound, and be fair, not just to yourself, but the other person. See, sometimes people are so selfish, they want to get into things because, oh my gosh, that'll benefit me. I imagine that I could do this and that person will help me get there, while they sat back in the scene, in the cut. That's not fair. You can't grow like that. People will grow past you. Being in committed relationships means coming together and grow together, share ideas, um, seed, seed plant. Oh, excuse me. Get seated in the things that you love, in the things that you desire, in the things that you want to do. One person shouldn't be more busier than the other on their plans for your future, let alone the present. We have to be in the present together, because if you're not in the present, if you're not in the present together, you can't even discuss the future, right? So make sure, if you have to write these goals down, if you don't have the time to always communicate because life do get busy, make sure that you send in notes of your ideas to your partner. You don't want to be held back. You don't want to throw things off, okay? So I want you all to be able to reciprocate, to receive. Here's a little poem, and as I say, I have the poetry cards. I have so many other poems that have not gotten out yet, but I like to share my heart. My poetry is all based on, just like anybody else, on things that they have may experience, or something they may have shared with someone else. It's a beautiful thing when you can express yourself. Not everybody's able to express themselves. As I was growing up, writing was my way to healing, okay? So reciprocate to receive. Okay, here we go. You caught me at hello. You found me at an intriguing time. You said all the things I wanted to hear, but you never once uttered a word that would steer me clear. Clear from dangers, that is, that make my heart anger. To engage with you as we go back and forth and trying to decide which way to glide. Maybe I'll just deny seeing you at all by my side, because you refuse to be the man, the real man at my side. May the things of my heart grow stronger, glow, to blind all that are not with a great heart. See, sometimes our light is so strong for others, they can't handle it. They can't take it. It's so blinding. And that's because they have not really engaged in someone loving on them strongly, strategically, and with truth. Because sometimes we feel like we've done something so bad to people that we don't deserve it, that we don't deserve true love. I'm here today to tell you, don't be hard on yourself like that. Everyone deserves true love. Do you hear me? Everyone deserves it. It's still early in the year. Set yourself a couple goals to sit down and think about how you can reinvent yourself. How can you reinvent yourself to receive love? Patience is the number one. Patience with yourself. Because we get so eager and caught up with life. We forget to pay attention to ourselves. We forget to praise and acknowledge ourselves. We forget to pat ourselves on the back. Be strategic in making a way to acknowledge yourself, your growth, your strength, and your power. That you have moved through some cycles of life that was holding you down, burdening you. Again, I say you deserve love. You deserve love. We all deserve true love. What does that look like for you? Only time will tell. Because I myself or anybody else can sit here and tell you all day long what they think, what their ideas. When really it is what you make it. So, with that being said, because I know you all have a busy, lovely schedule, you guys are out and loving on each other. I just want to leave you with this. As today is February 14, 2026, be destined to be the change, not for the others, but for yourself. Because when you do it for you, baby, you could do it for somebody else with a true heart, without manipulation, without deceiving another. So rest on revising and revenging yourself. Reinvent yourself. With that being said, you all have an amazing day. Follow me on the YouTube channel, The Love Storm Show. Facebook, Neva Foxworth, Love Storm Show. That's where I keep all of my content. If you're on Facebook, you can go to my page. You'll go into my video section. You'll find my videos there as well as the YouTube channel. Again, I want to encourage you to lock in on your poetry deck game card. You'll find that page under Neva Foxworth on the Love Storm Show page of Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. Y'all have a blessed, meaningful, blissful day that is going to bring you greatness. Be peaceful. Listen to your inner spirit when it's guiding you, because a lot of times we fail in that area, because our inner spirit always warns us and lets us know things. So don't ignore it just because you're eager, because their eagerness will get us caught up. All right? So with that being said, my beautiful people, be easy, be true, be loving, and be kind. Don't stop loving so you don't miss your blessing. Love is everything. Turn it up. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful evening.